Hey, and welcome back to Talk of Better Worlds. I got to update that intro to the newer song. That one's a little too, I don't know, too cheery for me. Anyways, as I was saying on my last video from Monday, I have a bunch of videos kind of planned, which really take me to the 13th or the 16th of October, depending on what Hawk wants to do. But yeah, today I figured I would go and show some of the new figures I got for my collection. First, let me get the obvious ones out of the way. I just got these in the mail yesterday. Nice little 8-inch vinyl figures of Bulbasaur, Charmander, and of course, Squirtle. They are pretty awesome. They're way bigger than I thought they'd be. Yeah, these are first little guys I got. Stay. All right. Those are out of the way. Now, those I got from GameStop. The rest of these, I got a nice little grocery bag, not from the Dollar Tree, of things that I picked up either at a comic shop that happened to be selling figures, or the majority of them is actually from a flea market I went to when I was on my little trip. And let me start with the ones that I have in my thumbnail because they are kind of the most obvious of them all. So, first one I have is, one of the Power Rangers, and I think this is a Gold Ranger. I just forget its name. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at the moment. This one is awesome from a later season, which I haven't actually watched yet. I'm still kind of far behind on Power Rangers. I am on... what am I on? I'm not sure what season I'm on anymore. It's been too long. I was writing it down on a piece of paper on the back of an old envelope, and then I kind of threw that envelope away because I'm a genius. But yeah, so I got this guy. I'll get his name later at some point during the show. The next one I got, and that one was from a flea market. Next guy I got actually had a little bit of confusion. So this one I got at a comic shop, collectible shop. And I thought it was one guy. The owner of the shop says it's another. But I have this guy, who I swear is Super Saiyan Trunks. And guy tells me, no, that's actually Super Saiyan Goku. Doesn't look like Goku. Face looks more like Trunks, but I could be wrong. This was just a $5 pickup. It's a loose one. It has a little bit of damage to it. I'm going to see if I can get some of my Warhammer paints out and kind of touch it up, make it look a little bit better. It's going to be hard to see. I don't know if you can, but the glove is pretty messed up. It's got like some wear and tear towards the back end here. Got a couple little scratches of paint missing on its other glove, its chest piece, and its boots. So I'll see what I can do with that guy. Get him all touched up so you go up there behind me with Gohan. And then I have another thing which is missing its tail, and I just realized that it had its tail when I got it, but Tails. Got a little Tails doll. Or toy, whatever you want to call it. I got to figure out what I did to its tail because I just completely ripped that thing off. Probably got damaged in my suitcase. That's my guess. Because that's a pretty rough rip. It doesn't really matter though. But yeah, so I got Tails. Because I didn't just go for like one category of thing. I decided to go for kind of a shotgun of everything. Because of my obsession with the Power Rangers. Here's another Power Ranger I got, the original Red Ranger, which I'm 90% sure this is Jason. His arms are freaking huge. A little bit disproportionate, but it's okay. Again, this is another one I got to do a little bit of touch up. The white triangle on his chest actually has a scratch on it as well. I got this Batman thing that has like Lego hands. It doesn't say it's part of Lego. It just says official DC. I'm not sure what it goes to. I think this might be Brave and the Bold. Might be from the Brave and the Bold action set. Little toy set, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's a thing. I mean, I have a couple Batman things behind me, as you can see, so it kind of just goes with the collection. And then this is a Red Ranger that also needs a little bit of gold touch-up. But it's from Dino Thunder, which that's the one I'm on. I'm on Dino Thunder. The one where Tommy comes back and he's the teacher. But yeah, it's him and it's the Red Ranger in his power suit or his power armor, whatever you want to call it. It is pretty awesome, but yeah, knees need a little bit of work. The shoulder pieces need a little bit of touch-up. Besides that, it's in pretty good condition. This one also came from a flea market. Like I said, most of these did. I'll call out the ones that didn't come from the flea market. But when I was talking to the guys at the flea market, they were saying that they've actually brought around Power Rangers to a bunch of different flea markets and to different conventions, and they've just been selling out like crazy. So that's good to hear that Power Rangers is like staying up there, staying popular. I like that. Next, I have Luigi. Now I got a couple of these, like I got 4 of them for like $3 or something like that, or $2. This is Tails, Batman, Luigi in his cart, which is pretty awesome. This one I might just actually keep on my desk instead of putting up there, even though it would go kind of cool. You guys probably can't see it, but right here I have Mario. So I think it would be kind of cool to put Luigi right next to him. And this Mario is kind of a pain to keep up there. He has a stick that goes up one of his butt cheeks that balances him there. Anyways, the last one I got from that little collection of 4 was a little Raphael Ninja Turtle. I'm not sure what series this is from. One of the TMNT series. Let's see if it tells me. It absolutely does not. Doesn't say anything about it. But yeah, he just looked cool. I like this. I like Ninja Turtles. Always been a big fan of them. I actually have a it's like the 40th anniversary collection comic of Ninja Turtles. It was pretty awesome. I was reading that on my trip. Next, I have a Pink Ranger. And this is a Pink Ranger where I have no clue where it's from because, again, I haven't seen far enough into Power Rangers. But she has, like, some armor and stuff and these huge, massive hands. Like dragons on her shoulders. It's like she fused with the Green Ranger at some point and got some dragons. But, yeah, she's awesome. I really like this one. And it's probably in the best condition of all the figures that I got, to be honest. I don't see any scratches on it. This one was just loose, too. Just sitting there loose. Yeah, good condition. I find this to be a great find, personally. Again, I'm not like a connoisseur of collecting stuff like this. But if I see stuff that I like, I'm going to, of course, add it to this, which, since I have all these that I'm showing you, I'm going to have to redo that. And then here is the Red Ranger from the same series as this guy. So I think that's pretty awesome. And actually, now that I look at it, this guy's in pretty good condition. And this one just needs a little bit of touch up on its chest. Get some silver paint. Oh, maybe a little bit of gold there. And then the back looks like it got stuck somewhere and they pulled it free, so it scratched up the back a little bit. So a little bit of black paint. That'll be good. Maybe a little bit of black touch up right there. Just one little dot. Yeah. Got my Power Rangers, so I'm getting happy about that. I mean, when it comes to Power Rangers, none are better than the ones I have up here because in space, if y'all don't know about Power Rangers and the show and the history of it and how it kind of like almost died. We almost lost the IP altogether. I mean, kind of twice now. The first time would have been Power Rangers season 1 and 2, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the one that most of us grew up with red, blue, yellow, green, blah, 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 where Tommy was introduced and became the White Ranger. That was at an all-time high. Like, that show was peak. Everybody loved it. And then they switched out to Turbo. And Turbo's not a bad show. If you watch Power Rangers and you haven't watched Turbo, do give it a chance. But just know the Blue Ranger is kind of annoying. I mean, I'm guilty of it too. I had to go back and force myself to rewatch it. But the first time I went through it, well, at least in recent years that I went through it again, it turned me off because that little kid was so annoying that I just skipped the whole season, went on to Space. And that's pretty much how most people felt about it. With Turbo, attention started to drop. And I do think part of that is because of the Blue Ranger. People couldn't... It was, yeah, they put a kid in there to kind of try to call out to kids. But people didn't want a little kid on the team, an annoying little kid. And it's not the kid's fault, like the actor. It's the role that he had was just annoying. So it started to die out. But then Space came along. They went on with that, and that kept most of the crew. Just the Blue Ranger stayed behind. The rest of the Rangers that were part of that team moved on. And it's not the ones that you see at the beginning of the season. You have to watch the second part of it, and you'll see how they swap out the cast because Tommy, I don't think Kimberly was in it. Was Kimberly in it? I can't remember. Can't remember the beginning of the show. But like Johnny Youngbach and all them, they all took off. And they brought out Space, like with these new Rangers that replaced them in Turbo. And they introduced Andros, who became the Red Ranger, the guy who was the Red Ranger in Turbo became Blue Ranger, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, my God, that show was peak. It got back into telling good stories. Like, to me, it is the first time they told a really good story in Power Rangers. And that was just fantastic. I really wish we could have more of that. I'm sure we do. I mean, there's another season I need to get to, which is where this next guy comes from the Mystic Rangers. I even put this dude in a video, and I can't remember his name right now. It's too early for me, and I just figured I would do a live stream on this. But, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyways, I was saying, Space saved the show. It saved the IP. And after that, they did another one that was related to Space, and it did really well. And every season after that has kind of been enough to hold people's attention, and it tells good stories. In Mystic Rangers, they use magic and all this stuff. This dude, I need to find his cape and his lamp because he is super OP. He has a magic lamp that is his weapon. It's also his gun, but he can rub it and a little cat pops out, and the cat's dope. I need to get more of the Mystic Rangers. That's another season that I really like. And I watched that one out of order. I remember watching it when it was on TV. Picked up a couple episodes here and there, and I really liked it. Just I never had the time to sit there and just watch. And I regret that. Next Power Ranger that I picked up, because I did get a lot of Power Rangers, because I basically walked up to this booth at the flea market and was just like, I saw a bunch of Power Rangers sitting there, and I was like, how much for all of them? And yeah, got them all. Gotta catch them all, Power Rangers. But I have a Green Ranger in some dope little armor. Like, it's pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Dino Thunder in a way, like slightly. Where's my Dino Thunder guy? You see how they have like these things on the side and whatnot? And that just kind of gives me that same vibe. You can't really see it because it's a little blurry, but it's got the zigzag. It focused there for a second. That was good enough for you guys. All right. Yeah, how to get a Green Ranger. Had to. And then, what is this big guy? Oh, that's right. I got, what is this, Ninja Force Green? And his, like, I don't even know. I don't even remember seeing this in the show. But This is definitely Ninja Force because it has like the helmet that looks like it goes both ways. But yeah, this guy in all his glory, which these things just pop down, which is, it looks really weird if you store them. And if you do that, you can actually have him just kill himself. Just pretty epic. Anyways. Yeah, this is a pretty crazy find. I don't really got to touch it much up. Maybe put a clear coat on his helmet. He's in pretty good shape. I don't have any forest green paint, so I'll have to find some if I do want to touch it up at all. But yeah, the only thing that bothers me with it is your leg can bend backwards. And it absolutely shouldn't. But yeah, it's a cheapy little one, but still pretty cool find. I'm happy about it. And then my last one. So yeah, as you've seen, I'm a big fan of Dragon Ball Z. So this is a 2020 model. And it is Super Saiyan Gogeta. Let me just go ahead and pop this guy out. He's in a bag because he comes with like the extra hands and everything, kind of like my Gohan sitting back there does. Gotta fix his halo. But yeah, I have Super Saiyan Gogeta, the fusion of Goku and Vegeta. This is the one with the fusion without the earrings, because with the earrings they turn into Vegito. But yeah, Gogeta is awesome. Yeah, he's well assembled. I mean, he's the same quality as the Gohan I have back there. He's a little more loose. You could tell the person who had it before modeled it and probably tried a bunch of different poses. This arm's kind of stiff. But yeah, thought that was a pretty cool find. I mean, this was the most expensive one. This was, or no, it was pretty cheap. It was $10. I think I spent on all these figures combined, 15, 19. I spent about $64 on all of these. Because, I mean, the Power Ranger lot I got for $45. Which is, it seems pretty expensive, but Power Rangers fell for quite a bit. I also picked up some other stuff there. I got some comics and whatnot. I got a bunch of comics, which that's going to be a separate stream. I'm probably going to do that one on next Thursday. Go over all my comics that I picked up, plus some that I didn't know existed. But I had another little thing teasing in the background, which I figure I'll pull up because you can't see it from that far. But I picked up this bad boy, Superman 64. Considered one of the worst games ever made. And from my experience of playing it when I was a kid, when I rented it from Blockbuster, it is the worst game ever made. Like, truthfully, the game is trash. There's a bunch of you flying through rings. Like, ugh. People like to hate on, what is it, Balan Wonderland or whatever it is? Baland or something like that. I don't know. But that game is great compared to this. And I figured one of these days I am going to actually get the cable so I can hook up my Nintendo 64 to my laptop. And I will go ahead and do a live stream play on this. It'll probably be on like a Saturday or something like that, someday that I just have off. And yeah, we'll have some fun. I'll see if Hawk can join us so he can comment on it. And yeah, we'll do a little bit of someone spilled some like tomato soup on the back or something like that. Yeah, we'll have some fun playing Superman 64. Another thing I did kind of want to go over, which let me grab it. I didn't pull it out. Give me a second. right, sorry about that. So, I recently taught my nephew how to play Magic the Gathering because, I mean, as I've mentioned before, I am a huge Magic the Gathering fan. Like, I love it. So, while I was near him, I didn't bring any of my decks with me, which was a failure on my part. I should have brought a couple of my decks. I mean, this is something Hawk got me for my birthday a couple years ago. This is amazing. It has like, I think I have about 10 decks inside of it. I have all my dice. I have my special like command center, which is just a little thing that has like a life wheel on it, and you can set your command deck in it, your commander. But I picked up the Final Fantasy VII Cloud deck. And let me tell you, let me find out where it starts here. Okay. This deck is insanely OP. So first off, I got Sephiroth, the Fallen Hero. What makes him so cool is he has Genova cells. Whenever Sephiroth attacks, you may put a cell counter on a target creature. Until the end of turn, each modified creature you control has a base power and toughness of 7/5, which matches Sephiroth. Which, if you know about Final Fantasy VII and like the movies that go along with it, there's a bunch of Sephiroths, like clones of him. But it also came with... Oh yeah, this is one I pulled out my nephew just as a joke. It came up. It was Vanquish the Horde. It's a sorcery spell. This spell costs 1 less for every creature on the battlefield. So it's costs 6 of any color, then 2 white. But destroy all creatures. Which I didn't realize he had a card, which kind of counteracted it altogether. It's the creature's ability was when this creature dies, return every creature that died along with it back to the battlefield. So I end up killing 1 creature. But let me find them. Give me just a second. Oh, I haven't come across Aerith yet. Man, I played like 7 games. I didn't come across a couple of these. So one of the holographic shiny cards, or you want to call them, that came in this deck was Tifa. Tifa, martial artist. She's a legendary creature, human monk. Her ability is melee. Whenever this creature attacks, it gets +1/+1 until the end of turn for each opponent you attacked this combat. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control with a power of 7 or greater deals combat damage to a player, untap all creatures you control. Wild. The last one that I wanted to talk about was Cloud himself. Cloud ex-soldier. He has haste. When Cloud enters, attach up to 1 target equipment you control to it. Whenever Cloud attacks, draw a card for each equipped attacking creature you control. Then, if Cloud has a power of 7 or greater, create 2 treasure tokens. Yeah. It's a pretty murderous deck. As far as I know, Vivi in his deck, the mage from Final Fantasy X, or no, sorry, Final Fantasy IX, his deck has been banned from tournaments because he's just too ungodly OP. I believe his ability, if I'm not mistaken, is everybody counts as a mana that doesn't have to be tapped or something like that. So you just have like infinite mana and you can just power summon, and it's ridiculous. But yeah, I got that, which happens to be beforehand. And no, I don't mean I have Vivi. I got that deck, the Cloud one. Before then, I was at a GameStop right before I took off because I had to pay off a game, which I made a mistake. Before I get back into what I was talking about, I made a mistake. I went to GameStop and I went to pre-order Daemon X Machina, the one for Switch 2, the new one, Titanic Scion. So I did, and I was like, why is it so expensive? And I didn't question it while I was there. It just didn't click with me because I also got some other things with it. But yeah, the dummy I am, I got the collector's edition. So now I'm sitting here like, dude, do I want to open this? This edition comes with a a full 112-page art book, 3D acrylic diorama, original soundtrack CD, 3 emblem patches, and 3 flashlight. It says flight tag keychains. Oh, okay. So it's not flashlights. I thought it was little flashlight things. But yeah, I got this. And now I'm just kind of debating. Should I just go buy a digital copy of it now? Because I'm not going to open this. This is a thing of beauty. And it's Marvelous. Marvelous does great work. Because it's actually on the cartridge. I don't have my thing handy. If this is the right one, I'll talk about it. It is, okay. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma, I think it's how it's pronounced. This is another one that Marvelous did. I'll get more into Marvelous and its whole thing because I found out some other stuff right before I took my vacation. But yeah, this is another game that came out complete on cartridge. It actually has the I talked about this in a previous video. It has the Switch 1 and Switch 2 version on it, but it came with like a booklet. It came with a booklet. I don't mean like something small. Like it came with a booklet. Tells you a lot about the game and all this stuff. It's the booklets we used to get with games when I was a kid, which is just wild. Like I love that. I love that. But yeah, so I completely have faith in this. One thing I learned about Marvelous, and so Rune Factory, I don't know why I'm touching Daemon X Machina. Rune Factory is a spin-off of Harvest Moon, because that was something that Marvelous did with that's the wrong one. Dang it. Hold on. I wasn't planning on talking about this and it just came to mind, so I figured I'd talk about it. There we go. Okay. Harvest Moon started with was a Marvelous game that was published by Natsumi. And well, apparently years back, I don't know if it was like 2007 or something like that, or 2014, they had a falling out. And basically Marvelous was like, well, we're going to keep doing our games and we want the rights to all of our games. So they did. They got them. And Marvelous changed all their games to Story of Seasons. This is Friends of Mineral Town, which is that the one I'm thinking of? Yeah, this is the one that I spent so many hours playing. Like a ridiculous amount of time playing. This is my favorite one. But yeah, so all the old Harvest Moon games are now Story of Seasons. And I thought Harvest Moon was done because of that. I thought it was over. Well, little did I know, Harvest Moon is still a thing. This is a game that came out in 2023. Harvest Moon, The Winds of Anthos. It is a bit different from what I'm used to for Harvest Moon, but it still has that same feeling. So Natsumi was able to pull off a miracle. Like, I think that's a big win for them, to be honest, that they were able to pull that off. So credit to them. But yeah, Marvelous was known for that. That's what Rune Factory came from, was Harvest Moon. And yeah, Marvelous has just been a company that I've been a fan of for years. Like I appreciate the work they do. They do genuinely good work. Anyways, back to the topic I was talking about when I went to GameStop to pick up this. I saw booster packs sitting on the wall, and I didn't have any decks for this, like, at all. So I figured, like, screw it. Maybe one day I'll buy one of the decks, so I'll just go ahead and get a couple booster packs. So I picked up 4 of them. I opened up one of them, and I was looking through the cards, and they're pretty cool. So to finish off this stream, I'm going to open up the other decks and see if there's anything cool. So, yeah, that's how we're going to finish this off. Because, I mean, going through my figures took a lot shorter time than I thought it would. And I don't know how these are supposed to be open, but they're glued super well, so I kind of just ripped through them, which is a shame because it does have good art on the inside of, like, some of the other decks, Terra, and I don't know what game she's from. Maybe it's 11 or 14. One of the online games. Which, if you play MMOs, and you've never played Final Fantasy 14, I know it has a subscription model, but good God, is it worth it? It's a really good game. So one cool thing about these booster packs with Magic is you get an art card, and it tells you even like who it is and all that. You got Jill, Shiva's Domain or Dominant. I don't know who she is. I don't know what game she's from. Final Fantasy. It just says Final Fantasy. Okay. Yeah, so I got this chick. Cool little art sticker with my other art cards that I had laying there. But yeah, let's see. So I got a Moogle, which is good. I'll add that to my deck because I need more flying. Suplex, so it's from Final Fantasy VI. My holographic that I got with it is Monk's Fist, which is an equipment. I actually have that in my cloud deck. Oh, got Kane from Final Fantasy IV. That's dope. I wish he was a shiny. I got Reno and Rude, which I think I have in my cloud deck as well. What is this? Dude, that's dope. This is a dope looking card because it doesn't look like a regular card. Like this is what they regularly look like. This is what this one looks like. It's got art on it and everything. Endwalker, so it's also Final Fantasy 14. Yeah, XIV at the end. Draw 3 cards and put 2 cards. Okay, yeah, cool. And yeah, there's not much else I would write home about in that one. So that's 2 decks. I didn't really get anything super special, or 2 boosters. So let's go for the third one. All right, third. All right. So I got Sabotender, plant, creature, it's red. Let's start with my... Oh, they didn't give me a art card. They gave me one of the token cards. So it can be if I need to have a... If a card says like summon a token hero, I got a token hero, or the back of it is a food card, which is a token artifact food. You sacrifice it to gain life, which I don't know how that really works with in the game. I've used the token sides, the token heroes. I never used like a food. Anyway, let's go on to this. Cornered by Black Mages. Oh, it's from 9. From the VV deck. Oh, I got the school from Final Fantasy VIII for my special looking instant card, or this is a land. That's pretty dope. The shiny I got, or holographic, whatever you want to call it, is an artifact equipment, which isn't much better than that job card from the last one. I got a saga card, which sagas are cards that are played. I mean, you can't see this. It's going to be way too blurry. But a saga card, the way they work is each turn it does something new. So it works as a 4/4 creature, but it also has like 4 turns until it dies. Oh, I got Locke from Final Fantasy 6 or 3, however you want to look at it. He has Death Touch and Lifelink. That's dope. Whenever Locke deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, then discard a card. It's a good way to shuffle through. I got that same Monk's Fist again. A Hill Gygus, which is also from 6. Yeah. I mean, Locke was the coolest thing out of that one. I'll say that. I like Locke. I mean, most people who like Final Fantasy VI, I don't think he's their favorite character, but for me, 100%. Just love who he is as a person. All right. This one came with an art card. Oh, it's Titus and Yuna. That's pretty dope. I like that. Titus, Yuna. End of the game. Farewell. All right, the shiny I got is Titus. It's a sorcery. Combat tutorial. Target player draws up 2 cards. Put a 1/1 counter on top of 1 target creature you control. Okay. A Realm Reborn, which is another 14 card. It's an enchantment. I got, Phantom Train from Final Fantasy VI. That's dope. It's a artifact creature that has trample. Sacrifice another artifact or creature, put a 1/1 counter on this vehicle, and it becomes a spirit artifact creature in addition to its other, so it can't be hit by things. Oh, and I got Titus Blitzball Star. That's dope. He's weak, but that's dope. Oh, and he can stack up. He can get stronger. So whenever an artifact you control enters, put a 1/1 counter on Titus, so he can get beefy. Especially since a lot of these Final Fantasy decks seem to be artifact heavy. Got Suplex again, got another cat, and I got a dragon, a drake, Dragoon's Wyvern. So that's from 11. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, that's not terrible. There's a couple cards I liked out of it. I mean, it's really just 2 creatures and a couple, like, side things. But, yeah. Final Fantasy Magic decks are really good. And I can't wait to take some of these extra cards that I'm not going to use in Final Fantasy and mix them in with some of my, like, personally built decks. Because I like to build decks. I buy cards. I got to buy my nephew I like to buy assorted cards, just the random boxes of just miscellaneous cards. Give that to him so he can try to build some decks. Also got to send him one of land, which is usually the expensive thing. But yeah, that's what I have for this video. Just want to talk about some of the things I got. But like I was saying, I have a video coming up, another live stream next Thursday, which will be, I think that might be my last live stream before I go back to work. Yeah. October 2nd, I'll be doing a live stream on comic books. That'll be my last live stream I do like this because I go back to work on the 9th. Again, that's from my surgery, which scar is really tiny now. My neck feels pretty much better. I was trying to like act like I was rocking out to a song. My wife got up this morning, but that hurt really bad. So I can't do movements like that yet. Yeah. Anyways, so give you guys a little insight of what I'm working on for the next few videos to definitely check out. Like I said, I'm giving Hawk a break. He's going to be between jobs coming up here soon, and he wants to do a rather long Thursday video, which might come out on the 16th, might be the 23rd. I'll play it by ear because I want to give him plenty of time to make it the masterpiece he wants it to be. Yeah, he wants to do lore videos, and we're all for that. That was actually one of our goals from the beginning, is we would do lore videos on things, which I was thinking like, okay, I'll take some JRPGs and do like some background on like the worlds and whatnot, since like Tales of, it's different worlds each time. And they all have like their own, the same gods and everything that come to play. And I want to kind of do one on like the gods, like Maxwell, basically. And then especially with Tales of Xillia, or not Xillia. Yeah, it is Xillia. Getting its remaster and coming out. That'll be dope because that one of the main characters is Maxwell, the main god. Anyways, yeah, so on Monday, I will have one coming out, which is going to be about Game Informer, because Game Informer is awesome and it's back, and I just wanted to kind of share my love for it. Next Thursday, I'll be doing the comic book stream. No, I should say comic and manga. On the 6th, I will be doing a early hours review, which I'm going to record it sooner. By the time it comes to the 6th, I'll probably be done with the game. I'm getting pretty far into it, but Fantasian Neo Dimension, I finally picked that up for the Switch, and God, I love this game. Absolutely love it. So I'm going to do a little bit of a review on that. Got some footage saved for it. On the Thursday the 9th, let me go to my message with Hawk, because I was telling him yesterday, because I have so much going on. I'm also writing a couple scripts for some new Survive, Thrives, and Die. Plus, I'm hoping to finish up that series maybe in the next few months. Like, either have us make it home or we die, which I might just give us a hard one so it kills us. But I want to do some more focused Dungeons and Dragons type series where, like, for example, one idea that I want to work on is Resident Evil. It would be its own campaign, because in it, me and Hawk would be taking the place of like Jill and Chris, and we would actually be the ones in there, like we're the star agents, we're the ones doing this mystery, and I would just change up how the house works. I'm a big fan of Resident Evil 0 and 1. Oh yeah, October 9th is going to be a video on Robinhood that I talked about at the end of last week's video, or of Monday's video. I'm going to be taking all of the Robinhood movies. I've read most of the books, so I'm going to compare them to the books and see which is the most solid interpretation of Robinhood for the movies. And yeah, that one's going to be a fun one. I love Robinhood, like huge fan. And then on the 13th, I was going to put out something that I'm just drawing a blank on right now. I was probably just going to wing it. Maybe do another review of a game. Yeah, that's what I got going on. This is my stuff that I collected. And yeah, if you watch this, I thank you for watching. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. We do plan on trying to keep this channel going and doing some new fun, interesting things. I wish you all would join our Discord, which, unlike a lot of people, we are not doing a Patreon right now, so you don't have to like join Patreon to be part of it. We might change that later. So if you're a fan now and you want to join us on Discord, we share like movies, video games, a bunch of different stuff that we find interesting in the whole realm of nerdiness. And we also, I do my monthly like, oh, RGT85 did it again. He posted another video about how the gaming market's done. Which, I mean, if it is, it is. It happens. But I think the industry's fine. It's just some big AAA studios are struggling, and they're going to have to rework life to get on the same page as these indie studios who make banger after banger. But yeah, it's a fun time. We like to have a lot of conversation on there. We also have our political channel. You don't have to join that one. I just want to throw it out there. If you are kind of left-leaning or just want a bit of advice from people who don't hold back on what they say, we're brutally honest and pretty opinionated, and understand that a government should be for everyone. It should support everyone. And that people who are going to, we touched a little bit on the religion too, which is just, if you're going to claim to be one party and you're going to say you're the party of God, well, then you should act like it and act like the good people, because that's how that character is supposed to be in the Bible. The good guy. So act like the good guy. Care about others. Anyways, that was side rant, but yeah, that's Talk of Better Politics. We were doing videos, but we kind of just cut it back down to doing just streams. So we'll do a stream on there every other Monday. We have a new schedule coming out for streams, which I'll end up posting as a message here on all of our socials and everything coming up to keep everybody updated. But yeah, after Monday, well, Monday is when we will announce it. Monday, we're doing our Avatar, Last Airbender, Survive, Thrive, or Die. That one is going to be pretty epic. Like, Hawk is super looking forward to it because he knows a little bit about it, but it's one that I wrote. Sparrow actually helped us on this one. She made the art for it, which is much appreciated. And yeah, it's going to be pretty dope. So definitely check that out. That's at 7 p.m. or 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, check that one out. But after that, it'll be just giving you the live stream setup for next month. Monday the 6th is going to be Talk of Better Politics, which 7:30 p.m. Eastern for all of our live streams. Monday the 13th is going to be here. We're going to be going back to our normal routine of Talk of Better Worlds and do a nerd podcast, because we have a bunch of video game things that came out. I mean, hell, yesterday was the Sony State of Play. Last night, this morning, whatever you want to call it, was the Xbox showcase. We have Tokyo Game Show coming up. We had Gamescom just the other week. There's been a lot of stuff, and it's hard for us to keep up while we're doing just one live stream a month at the end of the month. I mean, if we didn't have the Survive, Thrive, or Die coming up on Monday, we wouldn't be talking about Gamescom, which happened a couple weeks ago, until a couple weeks from now. And that's ridiculous. I want to kind of get us back on the routine of being able to talk about stuff. Talk about new releases, new books, new movies. Like, talk about what makes people interested in games and their hobbies, really. Yeah, and then after that, the 20th will be another Talk of Better Politics. And then the 27th, Survive, Thrive, or Die. We're still keeping that method where the last Monday of every month is going to be Survive, Thrive, or Die. Next month's on the 27th, that is our Halloween episode. So it's going to be awesome. Definitely check that one out. That's one I'm looking forward to. It's not going to be Resident Evil because I said that's its own campaign. It won't be Silent Hill because I want to do that its own campaign as well. Yeah, and hopefully by the time we get to those big campaigns like Resident Evil and Silent Hill, maybe we'll get some more people on board. Maybe get some people to join us for a couple games. I could throw in just one-off characters and it'll be cool. It will be cool. Anyways, that is all I got for you guys today. I do thank you for watching. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Hit the bell. And until next time, you take care. Peace.